Yeah, good day all. So today we're looking at Newton's backward interpolation method. So our question says, using Newton's backward interpolation formula, find the annual premium of the age of 33 from the following table. Now our age in years is 24 when annual premium in Naira is 28.06. The years or the age in years is 28 when the annual premium in Naira is what? 30.19. Now in 32 years we are having what? 32.7 Naira. And in 36 years we are having 34.94 Naira. Then in 40 years, we're having 40 Naira annually. So they want us to find for 33. And if I'm correct, yeah, 33 falls in between this and this. So definitely we'll be using what? Backward method. And another thing that we need to also confirm is the interval. Though they've already said it in the question to use interpolation method, so yeah, they're not stupid. But for confirmation's sake, if we are to confirm whether this table is, or this our table given to us, satisfied all the requirement for Newton's backward method, we still need to get our h, and which we said is what? It's meant to be what? 28 minus 24, and it's also supposed to be equal to 32 minus 28. It's also supposed to be equals to 36 minus 32, and it's also supposed to be similar to 40 minus 36. So let us check each and every one of them if they will definitely give us the same thing. So 28 minus 24 gives us what? The difference of 4. Let's check if it's the same thing with the other one. Between this and this, yeah, this is also what? 4. How I knew is 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28, 4 times 8 is 32, 4 times, okay, yeah. So the difference between each of them is what? 4, because I've noticed it. If you notice all this, they are all what? 4, difference of 4. So our conditions have been satisfied. Now let's go into the solving. Now our formula is a bit different, slightly different, not that much. It's slightly different from our forwards method. We have our h to be what? 4. Let's keep that aside. Now our formula is y, which is the one you're looking for, is equal to your first, so this time around your last y, not your first y. So your last y, this one will not be 0 but what? N. Your last y, then you add it to v. Now v and u are almost the same. The only the difference being that y in u, you're subtracting that number that was given to you from the first number. V is you're subtracting that number given to you from the last number. So that's just a slight difference. So this over your factorial as usual, 1 factorial as usual, then multiply by your what? Change in what? Y. Your change in y. Now this, you add this to same around your V. This one is not going to be V minus, but what? V plus 1 all over. And another thing again that I noticed I didn't say is, if you notice, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 values given to us. So this means that we are going to be having 5 separate additions. So we're in the third one now. Now the second one will be 2 factorial. The fourth one will be V plus 1 V plus 2 over 3 factorial. Remember, if you're having 2 factorial down, you should have 2 multiple. Having 1 factorial down, have only 1 on top. Having 3 factorial, you should have 3 multiple. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Meaning that our fifth addition, which will be having 4 factorial, will be having 4 multiples. So I'm not sure to enter there. Let me write it down here instead. So we'll be having V multiplied by V plus 1, V plus 2, V plus 3, all over what? 4 factorial. Another thing I noticed I've omitted all this while is our change in Y. Our change in Y. This is meant to be our second change in Y. This is our third change in Y. And this is our fifth, right? Sorry, our fourth change in Y. Our fourth change in Y. So we have gotten the formula. Now it's for us now to find the value of our V and for the changes in Y. So we have that our V is equal to X that you are given, which is this one. You will subtract it from the last X given, which in this case is what? 40. Then you divide it by your what? Your H, and we've got our H to be what? 4. So when we input our values, we have 33 minus 40 over what? 4. Now with a calculator, we input our values, and we have that our answer is what? Minus 1.75. That is the value of our what? Our V. So we can still write that here. Okay. Yeah. Our V is what? Minus 1.75. Now, since we have gotten that, it's now time for us to impute and get, no, it's time for us to get our what? Difference table. Our difference table is the next thing in line. So we can get the values of all these changes in Y. So for the difference table, so we're having for diff table, remember, every of this horizontal, you make them what? Vertical. So for this, I'll be writing age. For this, I'll be writing AP to represent annual premium. Now for our age, we have 24. This won't enter here. Sorry. For our age, we have 24, 28, 32, 36, and what? 40. For our AP, which is our annual premium, we'll be having 28.06, 30.19, 32.75, 34.94, and last 40. Yeah, let's say this div tab we even want to occupy the main thing. I know verse are they clean on like this. So saying for our div table, we are going to be getting our first change in y, and when we do that, we'll be having this minus this, and we are having 2.13, and 32.75 minus 30.19, that is 2.56, and for 34.94, we're subtracting it from 32.75, and we have our answer to be 2.19. And last, we have 40 minus 34.94, and we're having our answer to be what? 5.06. So this is the difference that we got when we subtracted the one below from the one above. Now, moving further, the second difference, when we subtract this from this, we have 2.56 minus 2.13, and we have 0.43. Then we also have 2.19. This value, we subtract it from 2.56, and we have our answer to be what? Minus 0.37, and 5.06 subtracted from 2.19, we have 2.87. Now for our third change in y, for this thing, we're going to be having minus 0.37. We subtract it from 0.43, and we have minus 0.8, and 2.87, we subtract it from minus, which is definitely going to give us what? Plus. So minus 0.37 is plus 0.37, and we have our answer to be 3.24. Now subtracting this last two, we're going to be having this minus 0.8, that will be giving us plus. So we'll be having 3.24 plus 0.8, and to give us what? 4.04. This is for our fourth change in what? Y. Now, since we are using backward interpolation method, that's Newton's backward interpolation method, we'll be making use of the last digit in each column. So this, and this are what we'll be making use of. These are what we'll be making use of. So it will be good if we write those values somewhere before it gets missing, and when we though that we have here. So for the first change, we are having what? 5.06. For the second change, we are having 2.87. And for the third change, we are having 3.24. And the fourth change and the last one, we are having 4.04. So we have gotten the values that we need from our what difference table. Now is for us to impute these values that we have derived and gotten into our formula and get our answer. So doing that, we have our last y to be what? 40. Remember, this is our last y, which is what? 40. We will add it to v being what? Minus 1. Okay, sorry. This one is even 4 this thing. It's definitely going to take a lot of space, so I would like to shift my hand a bit back. So y is equal to the last 40 plus our v being what? Minus 1.75 over 1 factorial, then multiply by the first change in y, which is what? 5.06. Now we will add this to the second one, which is what? Minus 1.75. They will multiply it to minus 1.75 plus 1 over 2 factorial, which is certain as 2 times what? 1. And we also multiply it by our second change in y, which is what? 2.87. Then when we add this to our, so we are going to be adding our third values. For this one, we are going to be having minus 1.75 minus 1.75. We add it to 1 and also minus 1.75, add it to 2. Oh my god, no matter what you do, this will always, okay, 3 times 2 times 1. Then remember, we are meant to be multiplying something here, which is what? The third value of y, the third change in y, which are going to be 3.24. Okay, now and the last one, which is minus 1.75 minus 1.75 plus 1 minus 1.75 plus 2 minus 1.75 plus 3 all over 4 times 3 times 2 times what? 1. Then we will multiply all of them by our fourth change in y, which is 4.04. And when we are done with that, so when we'll be imputing, when we'll be solving that, we'll be having 40 plus this will give us minus 8.855, and we add it to our next value, which is this. So the calculator will be having 1.883437.5. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, for the next one, we have our answer to be 0.1771875. And for the next one, we are having a huge number, but I'm going to be approximating to, let me say, 7 decimal place. So this is 0.069042 it's up to 7. This is, yeah, and the next one is still 6. So let's say this is 30. Okay, so adding this up, we will be having our answer to be y is equal to 33.27468. So this is the value of our y when x is 33. When age is what? 33 years. So that's all for this video. Okay, our annual premium is in Naira, and since it's going to be in Naira, we'll be doing to 2 decimal place, so this 4 decimals will be deleted. So we're having 33.27 as the amount annual premium in Naira when the age is what? 33 years. So that's all for this video. Subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if this content was helpful. See you in the next video. Goodbye.